Hello everybody, Kizilla here. Welcome back to another episode of Super Robot Wars V. So, in the last episode for this route split, we had to fight some more Gamillans, but then a strange new mysterious foe called the ELS arrived. Successor tried to talk to them, but he failed, and now Tieria is his sub-pilot, because I chose that. Congratulations on becoming an ace pilot, Setsuna. I'm sure you worked very hard to get to this point. Thanks, Nine. There's something strange I find about you, to be honest. Really? What makes you say that? I've heard from a lot of people since I've come here that you used to be very aloof and emotionless. Nobody could ever completely know what you were always thinking. But when I look at you, I see a very nice person who isn't nearly all that tense. I guess that's a good sign I have changed as a person then. You mean changes in people aren't always physical? That's right. Life is all about change. It's how we move forward. That's something my friends taught me. So people have to change in order to move forward in life. I'll make a note of that for future reference. What is it, Nine? Sorry to bother you while you were trying to rest, but I've summarized all the data about the unknowns from earlier if you'd like to take a look. Thank you. I'll have a look. Really can't believe it. What? Everyone in Celestial Being said that you were never really the type to smile, and were always hard to approach. Setsuna I know, while he may not say much, very kind and gentle. Well, if I've changed at all, it's because of all the people who have helped me. The first time I've been in your room. I liked the flowers. Oh, Belt gave me those. I don't really understand what people see in flowers. I do think that the world we're trying to make is one that is full of them. Those flowers represent peace and the future to you, then. Like Setsuna was trying his hardest to find some other way to resolve the conflict with the unknowns other than fighting today. In my analysis of that strategy, my tactical processing capacity is able to obtain data equivalent to 100 TAC points. Ultimately, I was unable to understand what Setsuna was trying to achieve. However, if the result of that is a peaceful future, then I hope he will show me just what that is. I do too, Nine. I do too. Alright, on to the next scenario. The area. Here are the results of your analysis on the unknowns we came into contact with the other day. Okay. Is that the digitized version of T-Area? It looks like a sparkling fairy or something. Well, since he exists in digitized form, yes, he wants to eventually be able to co-pilot a Celestial Being mobile suit in the future. I've already explained about their assimilative capabilities, but let's review the facts as we know them thus far. First of all, for clarity's sake, I will be referring to the unknowns as the ELS from here on out. ELS means Extraterrestrial Living Metal Shapeshifters. I knew that space was a vast place, but I never could have imagined something like them existing out there. The assimilation and fusion of the ELS works as you can see. However, one major characteristic is that they use a method similar to quantum brainwaves to communicate. So that was what we were feeling during that battle? So it was coming from the ELS, just as we suspected. That's right. They also seem to be targeting brainwaves, or humans that emit strong quantum brainwaves. Like innovators or new types even. That must be why the ELS all gathered around Setsuna, since he's an innovator. Since you brought it up, I want to hear from Setsuna himself about exactly what he was trying to do out there. Well, I think I should speak for myself. Alright then, let's hear it. I was trying to reason with them. You mean you were actually trying to communicate with the ELS? Yes. Aeolia Schoenberg, the founder of Celestial Being, predicted that humankind would explore space, and in doing so, come into contact with other life forms. However, he believed that before that could happen, we would first need to stop all conflict among ourselves. He dreamed of a new age for humanity in which we would be free from our own conflict and understand the power of communicating with life forms other than our own. So the innovators were born. Humans who can use quantum brainwaves to communicate through the medium of GN particles. Right. I was trying to receive the quantum brainwaves those ELS were emitting and to understand them. I tried to maximize my capability of understanding in an attempt to make contact with them. If finding them is futile, I wanted to avoid that at all costs. But didn't you just end up fainting? Well, I couldn't withstand the vast amount of information they were emitting, and my brain shut down from the damage. But we still don't know anything about them then. Indeed. That's enough. I don't think what you were trying to do was meaningless. I just don't think that's what we should be focusing on right now. I know. I understand that right now we need to get to a Skandar for the sake of the 3 dimensions that are all depending on us. I'm not saying I've forgotten our mission. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to stop what you're trying to do. What? As I'm sure you are clearly aware, our primary directive is to continue moving towards Iskandar. You don't even know exactly where Iskandar is. Hell, we don't even have any proof that the planet even exists! So it's imperative to the success of our mission that we avoid all unnecessary combat, if at all. For sure. If those ELS show up again, it would certainly behoove us all to try and avoid fighting them if we can. If there is any chance of avoiding conflict with them. Our best hope is Setsuna here, as he is the only one who has a chance at communicating with them in any capacity. Me? That's right. I think everyone here understands fully what you were trying to accomplish, Setsuna. So we're all counting on you, Setsuna. I did certainly feel something like their thoughts back there, but I had no idea what to do or how to respond. I also think that Setsuna's our best chance of achieving any kind of communication with them. But don't forget, if we are indeed unable to succeed at that, we will have no choice but to fight them. For that reason, your success is vital. That's the plan. However, if we don't succeed in negotiating with them, we'll have to eradicate them with our wave motion gun. You want to have to resort to that? Oh, Eurisha, I didn't know you were there. Answer my question. Oh, I'll answer that question. Well, I can at least tell you what Commander Okita thinks. I'm listening. The commander does not think of the wave motion gun as a weapon, so he has no plans to use it as a tool for war. Wave motion energy is not a weapon. It should not be weaponized. It is to be used only for space travel. Right. And also, as for you... Who, me? Good luck! Thank you. What exactly is this all about? Oh, she's an envoy from Iskandar who traveled 168,000 light years to extend a helping hand to Earth, you know. Princess Eurisha is not likely to favor combat as much as a weapons officer like yourself, I'd say. I'm simply upholding my duties! I agree with Commander Okita's thoughts on this one. Wave motion gun was derived from the wave motion engine. It should only be used if necessary to get the Yamato safely to Iskandar. Indeed. We created that gun based on the technology that drives the wave motion engine. Not something someone from Iskandar would have ever thought up. It seems as though we were not wrong in gifting you with the technology of our wave motion engine after all. Scenario 44. A Pincer attack and the Dommel Advisory Council. Okay, so... yeah, let's use these 3. Fancy meeting the Gamillans out here. They seem to be on to our every move. They've got us cornered. So it seems. They deployed units to our course in order to cleverly force us to change our route. It was their plan to fight us here all along. Just what are they trying to pull? Targets approaching from a distance of 16,000 directly ahead of us. The Gamillans are closing in. There is the Yamato and the Daitarn fleets. Time to see if the fleet that Commander Dommel spoke so highly of, and that defeated Burger, are really able to live up to such praise. Looks like the same type of mothership we ran into before. They're likely from the same squadron. Engage them. Launch all units now! Roger. Launching all units! However, so I know that in the last episode I mentioned that I still want to try to get more ace units. I'm gonna stop doing that now. Commander seems to be ready for an attack from the rear, unlike the last one we faced off against. They've led us here, perhaps they're setting us up for some kind of trap. That is a high possibility. We need to take them out fast and get out of here before it's too late. Right, like last time, utilize the battleship sortie. God, this tactic is such a useful one. It is ridiculous. Like, sincerely, like, this is such a useful tactic. And I guess it makes the games where battleships aren't all that strong much harder. Or even if they're not present at all. Alright. Target is approaching from a distance of 8,000 from our 6. The Gamillans are closing in. All this. They're surrounding us. They must have been lying in wait to ambush us from behind. Perfect timing, Ghetto. I see why they call you the Sinker. I am a leader, be it of entire fleets or individual fighters. It's what I do. What is our next move? Should we hit them with the you-know-what? First, I want to see what they're capable of. We are here to observe their strength, remember? Understood. What's the plan, Commander? Since they put us in a pincer attack, we have no choice but to take on both fleets at once. Aim for the mothership of both fleets. Split our forces and take them down quick. So now we have our SR point. We need to defeat both bosses within 5 turns. And it has to be in a single turn. So, yeah, get ready to do a lot of planning. Alright, launching Vong next. And who's on this? Okay, so I need to try to remember. So let's have Let's have these two come down here. Activate NTD. Alright, so now we can have Bright move forward and launch the Zeta. Wait for it to charge. Launch the Penelope. Now we can launch the She. And lastly, the Unicorn. Alright, let's move the Yamato up. Get rid of that support defend. Wait, did you? Like, automatically... Huh. I wasn't expecting that, I'll admit. Alright, so let's deploy Lottie. I Mega Cannon on you. Well, why not? But yeah, as you can see, Setsuna has reached 120 focus and is now able to actually utilize his Innovator special skill much earlier in the fight. Alright, lastly deploying Destiny with Arondite. Alright, you know the drill. Wow, you really don't deal a lot of damage to Lottie. Oh Jesus Christ, nice damage! Well, I guess we know the outcome of that. Oh, that's an easy kill for the Yamato. I can't just get enough of the Yamato's attacks. Alright, biosensor is activated for Chudao. I'll admit, I am not a big fan of the fact that this game's bosses have very few attacks. Even if they're like really well animated. Oh dog, you're not hitting Amuro at all. Like, I laugh whenever I see Amuro being targeted. Because it's just like, they're not gonna hit him, like, at all. Okay, you have a chance to hit him. But you failed. Alright, so let's use a tune. Yes, perish! Get me closer to getting a second battleship captain leveled up. Now, it's worth mentioning that if you chose to have Tieria become a sub-pilot, then this is a stage where you'll actually gain access to him being a sub-pilot. Who knows, we might even get a pilot that gets up to, like, 100 kills this, playthrough. That's Zan. He's kind of insane, I'm not gonna lie. Like, he's not rational in the slightest. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry, but he is. This is what he is. There's no way you can just, like, ignore it. God, I forget how big the Azieru is. Like, it's just fucking huge. Okay, so now that she has her final one. Yeah, Yazan is absolutely going to be close to getting ace by the time this stage is over. If he doesn't reach it. How the fuck do you know what a Gundam is? Oh no, that's just a dodge. The fun fact about the Azieru, from what I understand, this is just my understanding, doesn't mean I'm right about this. Though in the Char's counterattack movie, which fun fact is actually kind of a misnomer seeing as Char's the aggressor in that film. But I digress. So in Char's counterattack, I believe Quest, a girl that Hathaway happens to like a lot, actually pilots the Azieru and has to get shot down by Chan because she's gone full cuckoo crazy. You know what I mean? Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and all that stuff. What is it, 9? The Gardim are approaching! Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. Chitose and Jamie too! I don't appreciate being treated like some kind of useless sidekick. First Class Officer Jamie. I know. If we can just get our hands on that guy's mobile suit and the Yamato, your wishes can be fulfilled. Just what kind of wishes is she talking about? Remember, Chitose? You are not to speak unless you are asked to. That's the rule. Understood. Chitose, what are you doing? What's the plan, Kizilla? What do you think? Kizilla? I know, Setsuna, I know. It's just Chitose, though. This is a hell of a lot easier than your mission of trying to befriend those ELS. First off, let's take away her ability to fight back, then we can talk. Understood. I've got your back. Not so fast. My mission is to monitor her. I won't let you have her. Look, we're not interested in you, Jamie. Get out of here before you get hurt. Oh, is that so? I'll show you what you get for ignoring me. Get ready for a humiliating defeat. What is that? Doesn't seem to be some type of waveform energy, but it doesn't look to be like an offensive weapon. Ghetto! Yes, that's absolutely right! What the hell is that? All the surrounding rocks are suddenly closing in on us? First we had living metal and now we have living rocks to deal with! This sector is home to a rock lifeform called Barano. Normally they just float around like regular rocks, but they come to life when exposed to a specific waveform of energy and summon to anything nearby. If that's true, then won't you guys be targeted by them too? Oh, the Barano hate a specific type of metal. We just so happen to have used that metal in our equipment here, so they won't bother us. That other fleet seems to have known about the Barano as well and has done the same. They were probably thinking of using them in the same way. The sector was actually avoided for thousands of years because of the threat of the Barano. How do you think she even knows about them? She's been asked to gather information about them too. But let's focus our attack on the Terrans for now. Looks like they're only interested in attacking Earthlings. The commander's a smart man, I see. Now then, Chitose, the stage is set. It's all up to you. Understood. Jose! Sorry, Kizilla, but this is the only way. Commander, what are your orders? Can't avoid the Piranha at this point. We'll have to deal with any damage they cause, defeat the Gamillans and the Gardim, and then get out of here. Let's do it. Everyone, pay attention to each other and provide support when it's needed. Focus on taking out the enemy leaders. Pathetic Earthlings. The time has come for your humiliating exit from existence. Who the fuck is this woman? Damn, 9 can cuss? I had no idea. Alrighty, so let's see now. How do we want to play this? Ugh. Had to sneeze, sorry. So let's see now. Yeah, how do we want to do this, actually? Now I'm curious. Sorry about that, I had to check something. Let's see now. Let's do this. Is on ease. Very easily. Somebody who gets a lot of kills. Okay, yeah, no, he's absolutely getting the ace. And just like that, ace pilot. If I didn't forget, yeah, gains 5 focus in battle. Okay. So let's see. So how do we want to approach them? Let's do Trans Am Razor Sword and destroy you. Let's do this. Now I have to make sure that I actually let's do smash hit, move you up here. Use Prospect, and then use Love. Alright. So, and then foresee from right. Excellent, excellent. Let's use charge. Put the Yamato up to here. Needs volley of fire. That must be the ship commanded by the man who Commander Dommel spoke so highly of. We have to be careful. This commander fights very intricately. Things could get ugly if he brings his carriers into battle and this turns into a dogfight. True. Alright, that's one half. Pesky Terrans, you're stronger than I had even heard you were. Let's retreat and rendezvous with our main force. Leave the rest to me, Craze. I will carry out the mission of the Dommel Advisory Council. The enemy mothership is retreating! It seems the commander we faced today was much more reserved compared to the one we faced before. Alright, so now I need to Now I need to beat you. So first of all, I am absolutely going to be using Soul. And let's use Seal as a just in case. Alright, so that should be the SR point, which is good. Yep, would be unwise to continue fighting now. Hear me, Terrans, you will pay for this. Bitch, I don't think we will once we have all of our forces together. The enemy mothership is retreating. Such quick and precise decision making. Impressive. If those three motherships can come together to fight as one, it will be one terrifying force to face. Alrighty. So before we have to deal with Gardim, let's go ahead and take out these guys. Alright, so emergency retrieve the long next. Alright, use Excel to move up this way. Meanwhile, up here. Yeah, this. So. Let's do this. Okay. So, thankfully we got right another kill. And let's have Camille for here. Now I'm gonna save, that way we can be extra prepared. Still have some enemies other than Gardim. Yeah, this is gonna be a rough one, for sure. Ah, come on! Can't we do something about this? The Sperano things can be as small as a grain of sand. Can't do anything to defend against that. Just have to defeat the enemy as quickly as we can and then get the hell out of this sector. As you can see, everybody has taken some damage. Okay, so let's retrieve everyone. And like that way, not only do they heal up, but they also get their ammo and stuff restored. Yeah, this is when I really like Ruri. Alright, launching Lottie. And Mega Cannon full power. Launching Zeta. Actually, no, hang on. We can do this. Alrighty, now let's see. So we'll use Zeal and Meteor Full Burst to finally get rid of all the Gamillans. Boost Dash. Alrighty. Alright, yeah, launching new. Launching Dashi. Launching Full Armor Unicorn. Alrighty. Alright, so we'll repair and then... Alright. Launching the Zeta. Launching the Azieru. Launching Penelope. Launching Destiny. Alright. Hambrabi, I'll move up and then suspend just to make sure. Zilla? Come on, don't start pouting like that. What happened to all your confidence? I just... Look, if you can't or don't want to say it, then don't. First things first, I have to destroy that mobile suit of yours with that gross-ass paint job. Yeah, you're not hitting me. Well, of course I'm not. Yeah, Jamie, no. Every turn there's more damage. Okay, well. Smash hit. Okay. So yeah, he's got maximum ignored size, which is really helpful. Okay. With that, we got the tag point bonus. Chitose, that's enough! Something's not right here. Given the difference in our mobile suit capabilities, I should have had an 85% chance of winning this battle. Perhaps Chitose has some sort of deficiency I had not accounted for. Shut up, Jamie! I'm afraid not. I'm simply here to observe her as per my mission's directive. Chitose, fall back for now. If I were to lose you, that would be the end of me. But that is an order. If you oppose me, your desire to regenerate Earth will never come to fruition. You realize that, don't you? Regenerate Earth? Gardim really have the capability to do that? I don't know, but I just think this is our only chance at survival. Chitose? I'm sorry, Kizilla. What I have to do. Okay, I'm done babysitting. It's time to unveil my truly magnificent strategy. Jamie, stop this now! Oh, have I angered you? It's never a good idea to let your emotions get the best of you on the battlefield, you know. This is why inferior beings like you Earthlings should know better than to face off against Gardim. Not what I want to do, hang on. Nobody. And I mean fucking nobody gets to insult humans other than other humans. We rag on each other all the time, but when somebody else decides to rag on us, that's when we get defensive. And that's when we team up to jump your ass. This shouldn't be happening! Why can't I defeat them? You know who I am? I'm a first-class officer for the super civilization Gardim! How can I lose to these inferior beings? You are a talented commander, there's no doubting that. But the way you look down on those who you think are beneath you is your downfall. How dare you! You disgust me, pathetic Earthling! Jamie, can I ask you something? Are you an android like Ghoulie? What are you talking about? I'm a first-class officer, I'm no experimental soldier! I just do not interpret your speech or mannerisms as human in any way. That's interesting, coming from an AI like you. I have to say, it's pretty bad when you get called inhuman by an AI. You all disgust me. I'm not finished with you yet, Murakumo Soji. Next time we meet will be your end. Jamie really an android too? She does feel a bit different from a normal human. I could care less, to be honest. I couldn't care less, to be honest. Human, android, either way. If she's going to fight us, our only chance is to fight back. Even more so if their goal is to use Chitose for their own gain. The Gamillans and Gardim have retreated. Recover all units. Let's leave this sector. And we still weren't able to get Chitose back. App, it's okay. We will. Your actions today have taught me more about you all. Irisha? Not about the Cosmo reverse system, but about why we gave you the wave motion engine and called you all to Iskandar. I think you all can answer that call. Is this some kind of test from you? From Iskandar? I am only here to observe. The final decision is to be made by Lady Starsha. Very well, and I hope you will continue to look upon us, so that you can see for yourself if the Yamato and the rest of humankind has what it takes to save us all. So then, would you admit that you were thoroughly defeated, First Class Officer Jamie? I completed my primary objective, which was to monitor the psychological data of Murakumo Soji and Chitose Kisaragi. However, now you question your own existence, do you not? I do have questions. That is unfortunate. An android that begins to question the importance of its own existence is nothing more than a failure of a human being. So, I am an android? Therefore, you will be erased. Erasure confirmed. Wait, Commander, please! Your excuses disgust me. Jamie, C872K, erasure complete. Adjust your memories and then migrate the data to the 873K. That should complete the new commander type. There's no need to worry, Chitose Kisaragi. She was a failed experiment. She had to be erased. Will you do the same to me if I'm unable to get 9 in the Yamato for you? You are a human. You are not one of our creations, and therefore, it is not appropriate to refer to you as a failed experiment. Your actions provide us with valuable data. Do as you wish. You'll keep your promise to me, won't you? As long as you continue to cooperate with us, yes. What more do you need from me? I want you to defeat Murakumo Soji once and for all. What do you need me to do that for? Well, further details would ruin the experiment. As I said before, do as you wish. That is the key to regenerating the planet you love. Zilla? Everyone back on the Yamato? So sorry I have to do this. Simply cannot put my trust in Iskandar. Eric Dommel, I hereby renounce all charges that have been brought against you and reinstate you to your position of General Admiral. I know that I have done you wrong, Eric. I was fooled by the farce of those foolish rebels. No, it's okay. As long as our Supreme Leader is alive and well, and the allegations brought against me have been cleared, I am satisfied. The rebel elements who were caught following Zoelic's lead have now been placed under surveillance by our secret police. They should all be eliminated shortly. This should solidify your Excellency's reign. You really think so? Even with our primary fleet left stranded on Balloon? Well, that is unfortunate. It will take quite some time for them to make it back home. Balloon is the center of the super navigational network that relies on the Gate of Geshu Tam. Since this was destroyed, a large portion of our primary fleet is now stuck in that sector. Your Excellency, allow me to make a single suggestion. Let us destroy the Yamato and that Terran fleet. Can you do it? I will, even if it costs me my life. Your subordinates are already in action. If you can't successfully complete this mission, perhaps we can reduce your wife's sentence. Thank you for your consideration, Vice Commander Hiss. Eric, I also have 2 more requests to ask of you. Yes, anything. First, survey the ruins of the super civilization Gardim. I never expected we would come across them. I suppose it was worth it to deploy squadrons to the far reaches of the galaxy after all. As for my final request... that is it for this episode. I'll see all of you in the next one. Until then, goodbye!